12, 7.
I bet, bro. Finally, fuck. Fucking around with this camera shit for so long, bro. Somebody hit me up. If you're a videographer, if you know how to set up a frame, bro, please hit me up, bro. Anyways, what's going on, y'all? What's happening? Hope everybody is doing fine and sexy. You know what I'm saying? How we holding up? Good. I'll go ahead and answer on behalf of everybody because there's no one here to answer. And that's okay because this is radio. And no one exists. There's no studio audience in the radio. It's just me in a room talking to nobody. But that's why I do it and y'all don't. Anyway, bro, hope the week has been good. My week was definitely great. I celebrated a birthday this week. Shout out to that boy. Another year around the sun. So I appreciate all the love. Whether you hit me up directly. Y'all the real MVP. Shout out to everybody who hit up my actual phone. But the social media love was valid too though. You know what I'm saying? My family, bro, they sent me some text messages, bro. My mama called me, but shit, that was it. My daddy just texted me. My aunts text me, my cousins text me. And I feel like I can't even be mad no more, bro. Cause it's 2020, man. Nobody got time to be on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I got residual income I'm getting, and I got another Forex conference I gotta get to. I ain't got time to be on the phone with your ass, nigga. But anywho, I appreciate it. I had a good ass time. I feel like I'm at that age right now where I feel like I can talk around my age. I don't even have to really give a direct number. And that's cool. That's cool with me. Nah, bro, I'm lying. Bro, I turned 28, bro. Let me go ahead and say that before motherfuckers think I'm in my 30s, bro. I turned 28. Leo gang, we in this bitch. Shout out to all the Leos this season. I don't have any idea, about horoscopes and like what does that even mean. But I do know the Leo moon started today. So I like them Leos, bro. Today, I got another guest. So if y'all haven't been paying attention, the last few series of guests that I've invited on have all been people who I respect as far as just like their work ethic, their mentality to just do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? This particular group, they don't wait. They don't fucking just wait for things to feel good. They don't wait till they have enough money. They don't wait till they have another job. Bro, all these people who I've had on recently are just people who get the shit done. And I value that as someone who is a creative. And I value that in just the motherfuckers that I work with. But I also understand the procrastination and the hesitation that comes with the work. All that to say, the excuses don't mean shit, y'all. If you're not doing it, we can literally find every single reason not to. Reasons that are true. Reasons that we just made up in our head and shit. We don't have the necessary equipment. We ain't got enough money. We gotta wait till we find another job. All the bullshit we could say. I gotta wait till I get my own spot. Like we just tell ourselves we ain't in the position to be in so that we could do the shit that we need to do. And that's all just excuses. It's all just excuses. I was the one making them. I was the one justifying it. We only justify shit because we just want to keep doing it. Or we justify not doing shit because we don't want to do it. But all of these guests that I've had on recently, they do it. They don't find no excuses. They tell me that's an excuse when I'm talking that bullshit. And they just are about getting that shit done. Everybody strikes gold one time in their life. I believe that. If you're mining for gold, everybody strikes gold at least one time. But you gotta be mining. And the dope part about mining yourself is when you do strike that gold, you could do whatever you want with that shit. You could sell it, you could keep it, you could sell it for however much you can get for it. But you don't have to listen to nobody to tell you what to do with that gold, bro. My guest today is one of those cases. My guy that I brought on today is a wearer of many hats. Just one of these cases of someone who is just always creating, bro. Someone who I would love to just be surrounding myself with all the time. I say he's a wearer of many hats just because as far as when it comes to taking on a project, he'll take on every role in the project. My boy makes the garments, sews, knits, crochets. My boy will goddamn design the set, carpentry, welding, handyman shit. My boy is the model and the photographer. My boy a whole starting five by himself and could still come off the bench. And I'm like, damn, bro, if you watch this man process, bro, he does everything that encapsulates the whole project. He don't need nobody. And however you work is how you work, bro. If you need a team, you need a team. I like a team. Sometimes I don't like a team. Sitting talking to this man today, or when I did talk to him, I understood you ain't got to wait for nobody when it's just you. You ain't got to wait for nobody. You don't have to have the approval of anybody. You don't have to be on anybody else's schedule. And that's a cool part about just doing it yourself, bro. We get Tyler Perry shit, bro. But I can see why boys want to do it by themselves, bro. This next guest is truly one of those too good to be true humans. You know what I'm saying? He like one of them Chance the Rapper types. Like he just too kind, too much of a kind heart that you almost like, are you sure I can trust this nigga, bro? I give you a perfect example, bro. Had him on the show, seen him, he pulled up. If you notice, when I have guests on, I'm the only one wearing these big boy headphones for two reasons. One, I'm cheap, bro. I only cashed out on one pair. Two, if I wanted to cash out on another pair, my recording equipment only has room for one headphone jack. And because I'm the host and I do the audio shit, I'm prioritized with the headphone jack. You feel me? So when I had him on, he pulled up, peeped that I ain't have an extra pair of headphones. Said something about it. Wasn't tripping on it, but just was like, man, you got to get you a splitter, bro, so that the guests can have theirs. I see him that weekend at something else. And guess what he has for your boy? The splitter. So I can have two headphones and my guests can hear themselves speak. Now I know like you, I was assuming like, damn, bro, this man really care about me, bro. This man really care about the show, but that's a goddamn lie. I thought about it, I was like, bro, he don't give a damn about me. He care about all the other guests following him. He want to make sure that they good when they pull up on the show. And I was just like, damn, bro, he a real one, bro. He a real one. All in all, bro, it was a joy to have him on. We got into, like every other episode, bro. We dropped more gems in King Tut's tomb. You feel me? This is how it goes around here, man. So without further ado, I would like to present to you a conversation between myself and the great Khidr Joseph. Here you are.
Shut up, Simon.
That's why we got. That's why the podcast, the audio matters the most.
Word. Just lay it over.
Yeah, exactly.
Magic.
Well, go ahead.
So boom, we had an assignment, and my teacher was like, Khidr, do something that deals with nature. So I was bullshitting, and I was about to do like a screen print of a flower, right? A woodcut of a flower. And I hate when people repeat the same thing over to me. So he kept being like, yo, Khidr, don't forget. Khidr, don't forget. Khidr, don't forget. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do a piece of a black man being hung by a tree. Just hanging on a tree. So, and I'll send it to you. So if you want to overlay it. Yeah. So I carved this piece out. And that was kind of like the first moment when like my passion aligned with like who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Just like being political and thinking about like these things consciously and the way our work works. Like
hell yeah. That shit just happened for me, bro.
That shit clicked. Yeah. And then the second project, I missed 2 weeks of classes because I had this thing. I was working on that wood piece, and I don't go to class if I don't have my art to show. So I was like, yo, I'm not going to class until I finish this wood piece.
Yeah.
So I finally came, and my teacher was like, yo, Khidr, like, dang, you dope. Like, yo, I don't want to fail you. Like, yo, you really dope. And he was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. You got to fill up this wall space, probably like this size, and it has to be mixed media, and you have 2 weeks to do it, right? So that piece, I did a piece where I have a noose around my neck. There's a self-portrait, and then there's like these tree branches coming out, and then like bark everywhere. And then that was like a statement piece where it was like, yo, because no one's talking about racism in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas think you go to college.
White school?
Yeah. Niggas say you go to college and education cures racism. But like, if no one's teaching you anything, then you're not learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was like very in your face. Like it was like, yo, you have to acknowledge this piece every time you walk down this hallway. People would try to like hide or like not look at it. But even by you doing that, it's even more powerful because like you're acknowledging it still. It's still in your head.
Yeah, you must acknowledge it.
Even though like
if you shield it, you have to acknowledge it to shield it.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is, you're imagining it. So it was doing what it's supposed to do. And the last project I did, because I just felt like mad white people was saying nigga, I appropriated these comic strips, and it was like this man slapping a woman, and then I changed it to like, yo, white, you shouldn't be saying the N-word, right? And I posted everywhere on campus, and my school was conflicted. Because if they took it down,
it's like, it's like you
kind of
fucking up the freedom of speech.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You with the racism. Yeah. But if you leave it up, it's kind of like you making your white students uncomfortable. So like those kind of three things really like set up the like.
So it started in college.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. So okay, continue. What was the response? What did the administration do?
They didn't do nothing. So I ended
left it up.
So I took it down after a while, like maybe a week after, because I was like, I don't want y'all to make a decision yet. Where now it's like, kid, you can never put anything else up again.
Yeah.
So I was like, they saw it. Everybody on campus saw it. Like there was no way you did not see
it. And they know who did it?
Yeah. They all know it was me. You know what I'm saying? So then I took it down, and then the next piece was my project about homophobia in the black community.
What'd you do for that one?
So,
speak on that shit.
I took this photo, right? Because they canceled my photo program. Yeah. So I decided to teach myself how to do, and this is again to who I am now. Since my school wasn't providing the services that I needed and the education I need, I took it into my own hands to be like, yo, let me learn how to do these things. So let me understand color theory. So I did this shoot where I was on it. We had like a yellow backdrop, and a complementary color yellow is purple. So I bought an orchid, and I was brolic in college, like, yo.
Yeah. Niggas remember when they was in shape, bro. I feel you, bro.
I was like benching 300. Like I was in the gym. I used to be in the gym 2 hours every day.
Oh, word. You was getting it like that.
Like fuck homework. So I'm like my shirt is off, and I'm just like posed up next to the flower, right? And I posted on Snapchat. That's when Snapchat was big and shit.
Word.
Hey, bro, like, yo, killer, yo, you a bati boy. Oh, you gay. You, yo, this, right?
Of course, you was hearing it.
So then I did another one, and it was like, it was a blue.
Why they was saying, just because it was a flower and shit?
Yeah.
But New York, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas from New York, bro. Having just stepped into this, niggas from New York, bro, are so homophobic.
Yes.
Dog.
It is rampant. It is rampant.
Niggas are so, the masculinity here is so heavy.
Yeah.
It's so, you know what I mean? It's like, nigga, I'm a man, nigga.
Nigga, I eat bricks every day, like niggas.
Like I done heard niggas here be like, and I don't know if this attributes to how toxic the masculinity is or just how ingrained just poor health is.
Yeah.
But a nigga just straight up was just like, bro, I don't eat nothing green. Like a nigga, like if it's green, it make my stomach hurt.
He said that?
Yeah. I was just like, bro, how are you alive?
That's, it's like, I have a photo just like that. All green. And it's just mad vegetables and shit. Cause it's like being a nigga just, I just eat hamburgers and drink Hennessy.
Yeah,
like,
that's it, bro.
And
I eat steak when I got bread.
Right.
I go eat a heavier meat.
Some expensive shit that I just don't need to be putting in my body. It's wild up here.
Shut up, Simon. Yeah, bro. But I fuck with New York, though.
I understood why like niggas was saying it. And then I was like, oh shit, like, let me do a project where I do other things that niggas perceive as gay. Right? Let me put makeup on. Let me put glitter on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me eat a banana. Cause that's so fucking.
Yeah, bro. That's so like you can't even eat your food, bro.
And
that's why I'm like New York is so funny.
Even as a kid, right? So eating the icy, right? You niggas like, hey, this nigga's tucking on a dick. You mad? Hey, this nigga gay,
bro.
You be like, oh, that shit mad long. Pause.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Pause. But that what we will soon realize.
Yeah.
The way shit is just, people are becoming a lot more aware of what's going on. What we'll soon realize is the niggas who were so quick to make those comments are the gayest niggas, bro.
That was the other thing. Yo, I think, and that's the thing, right? A lot of these niggas don't have no gay friends, right?
Yeah.
But once you befriend somebody, like if you had a gay friend in high school or college, they telling you, yeah, yo, Jeremy said he wanted to fuck with you. Like,
you finding out, bro. You finding out,
you like
niggas is getting their dick sucked.
The hard nigga that be the nigga,
Yeah,
Jeremy, like. And I just remember like talking about, and they like, yeah, yo, this like dudes that don't even come from the hood, dudes that don't even like you from the suburbs. And you like, wait,
yeah, bro, niggas like
that's how we.
Niggas like what they like, bro, and be trying to front out here, dog.
And then, y'all, you gotta really have a tremendous amount of respect for the gay community to not air out niggas on the DL.
Yeah.
Because it's
they could expose. Yeah, they could. Yeah, it could be like.
Because
it
like,
could be so bad.
You're creating a reality that like you're not actually a part of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once that truth comes out, that shatters all of that.
Yeah, bro. It will be so catastrophic if gay people just like not even gay people collectively, but just like in the hood, bro, just decided to just have this moment where they just Me Too all the fucking DL niggas.
But then we gotta play it back into there's the other side, toxic masculinity. Niggas will most likely end up killing them on some shit.
Yeah, out of vengeance on some shit. Yeah, that's damn, and that's probably why they don't. Honestly,
yeah,
that's probably why
I think it's like the two is like either like
because that's some shit niggas will kill over.
Yeah, transsexuals, bro.
Yeah, that's bro.
Like
that's and that's a lot of the violence they're subjected to is just because of the fear that they now have this secret on you. Bro, that's why we get bro.
And you created a space that wouldn't even accept.
Yeah, you've created that space.
So
let's get into it.
You know the consequences if that shit because you around you participate.
You make these. You say pause. You say no homo. You tell a nigga like, bro, if you do this, then bro, we can't fuck with you. You've helped create this space that if this is revealed about you.
It's like them sci-fi movies, right? Like when like niggas like I don't want to be the alien. And then they start turning into alien. And they like, oh shit! Like,
yeah,
I used to be an asshole to these aliens. I can't like District 19.
Nigga, that shit. I mean, it's gonna happen, bro. I feel like it's gonna happen.
I think the beauty about today is like I think social media really changed shit up. You know what I mean? Like, what shit is less toxic and people are because we was just getting all our influences from TV.
But to that, though, I don't know if people are less toxic or if we're just
more aware of it.
Yeah, we're just more aware of our toxicity. And I think that we're just more toxic about more things. Because even this idea of like, I'm all for exposing. I feel like the more exposure brings knowledge, brings awareness. But there has to be a line between exposure and exploitation. Yeah. And I think that is even some kind of like toxic mixture when we get into calling people out. Right. Like I fuck with people being called out for the bullshit that they did or have done or doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people should be held accountable.
Facts.
But then it's on some, are we doing this simply to just humiliate and embarrass and shame these people? Or are we doing this to protect people? Are we doing this to ensure that this person isn't able to continue to do this to other people and shit? But
on like a celebrity level or on like a macro or like micro? Because I don't
on a more community level. Okay. Because like celebrities when they get canceled and called out for shit, honestly, how like,
well, not facts, but I think like how does that look though? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you seen that before in terms of like in your community, someone being called out for their bullshit, and then it being addressed in a way that is either positive or negative?
I've been called out for some shit. I've been called out for some shit. I've been called out for just like being a fuckboy, being just like the ultimate fuckboy, like lying and fucking just cheating and just, you know what I'm saying, being emotionally manipulative and shit. Yeah. And by all means, if this is what you need to do to heal, I'm not the one to tell you not to. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you changed after they aired
I
out
changed
your shit?
before that. I changed
Okay.
before that. I feel like I changed before that, and my initial reaction to this call out was like, well, this is dumb because that isn't me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just very defensive of just who I am as a person now.
Yeah.
But I can't be upset. That's the thing about like why, and that's why I say I think it will happen.
Yeah.
Because the truth comes to light all the time. You know what I'm saying?
sure,
Regardless
facts,
if it's
facts.
shit, Bill Cosby ass was old as fuck, and this nigga got,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Found out, boy. It's never too late, especially when you're a black man.
Word.
So just knowing this and shit, I'm just like, knowing and having taken account for the bullshit that I used to be on and the pain that I inflicted on people, and also having the security in that I'm remorseful. I have done the work to ensure that I don't do this shit again.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I've recognized where I fucked up and shit. That's what kind of like keeps me from just responding, be like having to over defend and over explain myself and shit.
Word.
So I do think that there, you know, we can deal with these things. People can come to terms with their own fuck ups on their own.
Word.
I do believe that. But if it takes them being called out for some shit, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? But I do think we have to allow space for these people to then grow from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's easy for somebody to just be like, man, Simon was fucked up, and he, you know, that's just how I'm gonna see him forever.
Yeah.
And then it's another thing to just be like, okay, you fucked up. It's just like, to what I equate it to is just someone being addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
Do we then be like, okay, you're a drug addict, recognize you're a drug addict, and then just be like, all right, fuck you, you've done some fucked up shit as a drug addict? Or do we help them get off drugs and then just kind of encourage them to stay off drugs and encourage them to help people who are on drugs?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So I think, boom, right? Like, I think one, we kind of already have a culture where we address people who infidelity and all that shit, right? Where like it's normal to be like, oh, this nigga cheated on me, or oh, he did this, he did that, right?
Yes.
But like we was talking about before, what's less likely is like a black-owned business, less likely a family member, right?
Yeah.
In those situations, because right, it's you guys are no longer in connected with each other. It's like Simon over here, she over there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But a business, a family member, is then it becomes a question. Then there's more at stake, right? It's like, if I say this out in the public, right, does this destroy this thing that the black community, like, that's a necessity for the black community?
Yeah.
Or do I keep letting this keep rocking on? And then on top of that, even if I do say something, will the person take accountability of their own actions? Because
that's all we
in
hope.
a lot of those situations, right, like, you already know you can't critique that person. You already know you can't speak to that person.
Yeah.
So, like, who?
Yeah. Because I was going to say.
Because it's community based. It's not like a major organization or companies canceling this business, right?
Yeah.
Like, the wine store that's effed up. It's not like the mayor could just be like, shut it down. You know what I mean? This is very community based, and every person has a role in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like one person making the decision and making this person, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. This is why I think it's so important that people like recognize how internal healing, the process of healing is, and how, you can call out people and you can expose people and we can do all these things and hope at the end of the day these people hold themselves accountable.
Yeah.
Like we said, bro, like some people get called out and just keep doing the same shit. They don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or they don't have to address it. You know what I mean? And when they don't, as the person who was victimized by them, do we now, has our healing ceased now that this person doesn't take accountability? If this person isn't sorry, can we not move on from that shit?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, we would. All these actions everything that happens as a response to someone being abused and someone being manipulated, whatever's necessary to heal, by all means do that.
Yeah.
At the same time, recognize all that it takes to heal. and then at this, like, ask yourself, am I healing from this? Is this helping me? I might seek out to get revenge, but how good will I feel once I get revenge? You know what I'm saying?
I think also, like, I feel like you need someone else to judge whether it's working or not. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
Like, if you saying like, yo, I used to do these fucked up things and now I changed, like, it's kind of hard being the person to meter yourself because you the one in it. You know what I mean? Like, you need that outside source to be like, oh yeah, you stopped doing that.
Word.
Or even more so is really like testing your armor, right? Like relationships. You might get out that relationship and be like, yo, I changed. Like, yo, like I'm not a fuckboy no more. But you're not in a relationship though. So does it really count? You know what I mean? Because you haven't been back in. The only time you know if you change is when you back in that same scenario.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah,
because I could be like, yo, I learned, yo, my bad, Becky. I ain't mean to do that to you. Like, I'm gonna change, and then
just keep doing it.
Round 3, you like, oh shit, I thought I changed this whole time.
Yeah, but and
how do you know you really doing the work? You know what I mean?
I think because
that's why I'm just saying. That's why you need an outside person to sort of facilitate. Like, all right, yo.
Yeah, you need an accountability partner. Word. Facts. I feel that. But the accountability partner can't be the person who was victimized.
Oh no, not at all. It's like AAA. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the coach person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who's like, yeah, man, like, gotta stop drinking.
Yeah, you gotta chill.
Go eat an apple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need that person to be, yo.
Bro. And
not give a fuck about how you feel. Like, no, don't drink.
True.
Yeah, alcoholic.
True. So going back to when it's one of our own.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's so difficult. But when we fail to check and hold our own accountable, then we perpetuate whatever the abuse is in our own community. And I think that shit is worse than us getting upset that the white man doing it to us. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I hate it. And I think when you begin to start checking people, they begin to push back. You know what I'm saying? Because then the other thing is, right, like, you could check them, and then sooner or later, like, if they not really on that vibe, like, I'm like, all right, yo, I'm gonna just...
Yeah, you gotta let them rock.
I'm gonna go over here.
You gotta let them rock. And that's a hard thing to do.
And then I think the other thing is, right, like, the fucked up shit happened in college. I know that shit. But now you just started this new life out of college. No one knows what the fuck you did there. Yeah. Right? So you keep changing your social group to the point where no one knows the fucked up shit you doing besides these people within those moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it's just like...
And I think that's what pushes people to expose people. It's just like, oh, this nigga think it's sweet. He think because nobody know. He think because nobody know him from school, it's sweet.
And I think there's levels to it. I feel like you gotta try to address the person first before you go straight to media. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but that's hard, bro. That's hard.
Depending on the type, like, if you was in some abusive shit, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not.
I feel you.
But I feel like if it's on some, like, yo, you treating the workers wrong, or yo, like, the way you talk to your girl is not cool. Like, that's something you go straight to the person. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
Yeah, like, especially if okay. So then, to your main point, I think that's a productive way to hold black businesses and black institutions accountable. It's just like, before you go public, address this person or address this institution, address this program directly. I do think that is helpful, because the moment you make things public, if the person isn't understanding, they're immediately gonna get defensive.
Because it's like, yo, you was like, let's say I like dark liquor, right? And you just bought tequila. I'm like, damn, why? I'm tight. You didn't buy the dark liquor. And then I go straight, but I didn't tell you first.
Yeah. And you just pop like, Simon doesn't accommodate his guests.
He right. That's the word pop. Shut up, Simon. I don't like that shit. Nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, what? I thought you. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah. And
I just think, but I saw somebody, it was like, yo, like, capitalism just needs to be abolished. You know what I mean? And I think even though that we're black, like we still participate within this like toxic ass economic system. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and just the way people are set up. Yo, I need money. Yo, I'm trying to. There's a lot of people with a lot of money who don't need any more money.
Yeah, bro. We don't need. Yeah, there's so much.
So just as a business, I think like Bias and Leon is dope because like they frame their business around being ethical. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I think if you a black business and you don't start off like, hey, like I want to be ethical, I want to be different than these other like corporations, you most likely will fall into those holes.
You just capitalism. Not even you are willingly contributing to what to what capitalism is. I fuck with that. I fuck with like if you are a black business or business of color, black business, and you don't start off with whatever this business is, I'm gonna make sure it's ethical and it treats people fair, and my workers aren't exploited. Cause that's why that's why I would hope why niggas become entrepreneurs and shit. I don't want to work for nobody.
It's like if you gonna jack the black owned business, then I feel like there's a criteria that you have to meet. You know what I'm saying? Or you're just a business, right? Like Uber is just a business. We're not like. It's an Asian business. It's an Indian. Like, I don't even know who owns Uber. It's just a business. Yeah. It's not like we could just say it's white, but it's like it's just a business.
Yeah.
Google, it's just a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think like you have to establish that. Are you like just a business?
For real, I fuck with that. It's gotta be. You gotta meet the criteria to be a black-owned business.
Or don't jack that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're not paying your workers on time.
You ain't black owned, bro. You just a business. you just a business, bro.
You just a business.
You just a business fucking people over just and like Amazon.
Like, all right, cool. You know what? I could accept that because you just a business. That's
get your money, bro. Get your money how you get your money. Cause you a business.
But when you put shit on your wall, your window like black
support
owned,
me,
support us. You making $80K off of it.
Yeah, you exploiting your own race just for the buck. You doing some business bullshit.
And then you got peep, right? Like there's certain bars that provide a space where black people get together and feel safe, right? And you might but you're capitalizing off of that this need for a space where black people could just be together.
You're exploiting that shit.
Right? And then that's cool because it's necessary, but it's like, how are you using those funds to help the community as a whole?
Yeah,
what are you doing for the kids?
If you just hoarding bread, if you just getting money, the only reason you give back is to portray or to show some sort of charity. That you like you said, you just a business, bro.
You just a business.
I fuck with that, bro. Don't try to claim that black owned shit, even if you black, bro.
Yo,
that shit you can't. That shit ain't, bro. I fuck with that, bro. Just cause you a black business owner. Don't mean you got a black home business.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like with that, bro.
Cause boom, like coons aren't black.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You could be a coon with a business.
You don't hit the criteria of what it means to be black.
You can be some shoe shining, tap dancing ass fool with a business, and that don't make your shit black owned. You feel me? What's Shawty? Candace Owens. I'm pretty sure she got some shit that she call her own. That could be defined as a black owned business. Are y'all gonna support her shit? You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Nah, that's some real shit, bro. I fuck with that.
So it's a
nah, bro. I feel like we gotta start. Like it just comes with just accountability. That's everybody talk about accountability. That's a huge buzzword for 2020, bro.
But this is the argument people make: the fact that there's a lack of black businesses. People are like, no, don't critique it.
Yeah,
we need it. This don't.
Yeah, why would you? Yeah, but that's
the only thing we have. Don't.
Yeah, man. And now that you say that,
like the Bill Cosby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I was just trying to destroy black man.
Yeah, that was the first thing I went to.
He was gonna buy NBC.
Yeah. Don't say why y'all gotta be talking this shit about the black man, and that's why niggas be hating Gail, be hating Oprah's homie, because she be shitting on R. Kelly, and it's just like, bro, R. Kelly is a nigga that need to be shat on, bro. I mean,
even what was the Kobe shit? I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I think Gail tweaked on that one. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, she wildin', bro. Right after my man died, bro, she wildin', bro. As a Kobe fan.
And just the way she even phrased the question, it was like, yeah, you've been doing this for decades. you know what you fucking did.
Yeah, bro.
But niggas,
they
went off.
I was sick. Yeah, bro. They hung Gail for that shit.
Bitch, she could kill it. Blah 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 blah.
don't know, bro.
Like,
I was one of them, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
dang.
I was one of them, bro.
I didn't go that extreme. I was like, you fucked up.
It wasn't. I didn't do it like I didn't tweet about it and shit. But I felt like that. I was like, bro, this fucking bitch talking shit about my nigga Kobe because that's a huge Kobe fan. But that's again, bro. That is why it's so important to check yourself, to check your kind. Like,
yeah.
I immediately felt that way, bro. My response was to defend Kobe.
Word.
But
I think also, right, because you from LA, right?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So you're not even from the West Coast?
Nah.
Oh,
I got West Coast vibes, though, bro. That's what everybody be telling me. I got West Coast vibes like a bitch. But yeah, I'm from Atlanta, man.
Like,
Born and raised.
Atlanta on the East, what?
But I fuck with the West, though. I fuck with it out West. I used to live in Houston.
Yeah,
and
but
shit
see, right, like you have such a, not that you had a close relationship with Kobe, but you like, you know what I'm saying? Like you had that connection where it felt like, yo, this is somebody I really admire and like family. And when people attack your family, people just naturally
you respond. You defend. Yeah.
So if someone's like, yo, defensive. Your brother raped they like, nah. You the whore. It was, what was that bitch wearing? You never do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Because it's hard to like balance that person you love with this person.
Yeah, it's hard to see that person that you love in that light
that you might end up hating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a weird.
But that's when it's on some like everybody. I mean, I don't know, but. The argument someone would make is like that's why you just gotta love, nigga. You just gotta love motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if my brother did this, I hope that he gets the help he needs. I hope he finds the remorse and the accountability that helps him heal. But I can't fuck with him.
Yeah, I think.
But is it on some like
I don't
hate the nigga?
Yeah, I don't think we gotta like cancel niggas. You know what I'm saying? I think.
But we can't cancel nobody.
Word. I think the thing is, I think for the person who does the thing, there's a fear that, yo, if everybody knows this, they won't love me no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be abandoned. Yeah. And I think you could still, like, my mom, like, I know if I did some fucked up shit and, like, she's still gonna love me. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? I think but the thing is, like, loving them and still holding them accountable for the shit they do.
Yeah. And that's...
So it's like, yo, I'm not leaving, but if I'm gonna be here, you can't be like this.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And that is the alternative to cancel culture.
Yeah.
And my thing
but I think the other thing though about cancel culture, that shit's not real.
It ain't real, bro.
It's not. And
you can't cancel somebody, bro.
And I think it is. I don't have a problem with cancel culture because I think people think niggas is going to get canceled, but niggas never get canceled. So even just the wording of it doesn't apply to people because no one's really been canceled. Even R. Kelly, even after what he did, he's still making money.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't cancel
he
somebody.
Hasn't really been, and it wasn't like he was performing. He was on radio shows and TV. Yeah. So
his shit's still on Apple Music.
Now Nick Cannon, but still, even though that he lost that, right? He still got money. So it's like
who?
Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah.
Like so, it's not like he's about to end up in a homeless shelter.
Yeah, bro. The nigga.
It's the only way
canceled, bro.
Niggas have to take accountability for what they do. Like cancel culture isn't really
there was
accountability culture.
I don't know, bro. We would like to think that. We would like to think that.
The hope is that
that because we're canceling you hold yourself accountable.
But since you're a celeb, we have to be so loud where you can't escape this. This is not like But
what if the person then holds himself accountable? Should we allow them to escape after that?
But the thing is, how does that even look, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know them. Sorry? Is it because niggas will say sorry? Does that mean they've held themselves accountable? Are they uncanceled? Are they rescheduled?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, see you next month. Next Tuesday, we got you. Yeah, I think it's yeah.
We just gotta chill with the cancel culture and understand that everybody's fucked up. Everybody's problematic. There's some things that you can't look past. Like there's some there has to be a certain set of standards where you just like, bro, I can't fuck with that.
But there is none though. If R. Kelly and Bill Cosby could do what they like, what's
and if we preach this love like we preaching this love, we can never turn our backs on anybody, no matter what they did. That's why niggas got to be careful what they asking for.
Pete, right? prison reform.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
If you like, yo, I believe in prison reform, you can't cancel people. Right?
Yes, exactly. That's what prison is.
These niggas literally killed, murdered, raped, killed, like all the worst things. Some people did a little petty crime.
Yeah.
But
some people in there.
Yeah,
Like we
you know
we
what
be
I'm saying?
shitting on prison. We think everybody in prison got them sold some weed. Nigga, like, nah, nigga.
This their 5th time in the motherfucker doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you could believe in that, then I feel like you should also believe in, you know what I'm saying? That like, yo, people could change.
Yeah, people can change. There has to be some form of punishment that isn't public shame. Cause that shit doesn't apply to everybody the same.
Shut up, Simon.
I don't think he ever got canceled though.
Man, niggas been canceled Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry ain't even do shit.
Nah,
but
niggas still watch his shows.
yeah, my mama.
I don't know who watches shows, but I know somebody.
My mama and my auntie and them, they still watch.
They still watch them shits. I think niggas just like to hate on R. Kelly because
not R. Kelly, Tyler Perry.
Oh, Tyler Perry because he wore a dress.
Yeah,
because it's that.
Old. Nah, bro, because he be people hate him because of how he portrays the black story. Like they say this nigga just like sensationalizes black trauma, which I don't disagree with. But that's every rapper sensationalizes black trauma.
Facts.
So if we gonna get mad at Tyler Perry, bro, we got to get mad at every single rapper, bro. Like if Tyler Perry portrays only the bad in the black narrative, what does rap music do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
But I think also on top of that, like, I think that was always his niche, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I can't imagine Tyler Perry doing a Jordan Peele movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a horror film, except for Medea Halloween.
And that shit was like, I ain't even see it, so I ain't
see that shit. But nah, okay, as someone who, so like you do everything yourself.
Yeah.
When it comes to a project, I may have seen you involved in a team project one time. But I don't mean I've only known you.
What team project?
You were teaching somebody how to film something a couple weekends ago. I saw you post on Instagram.
Okay.
It was like you were showing somebody how to do something.
Okay. I think boom. First thing, I'm an introvert, right? I seem very extroverted, but like I'm
you
introvert
do seem very extroverted
all the way. Like I do not. I'm very shy. And I don't like people that much. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I think in college, a lot of people took advantage of my skills. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, I felt like, dang, like, okay, let's do this shoot. And it's just like, all right, like, then we not even really chopping it up on some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, like, no bread, or you acting funky, you late to this shit. So that's why I really started shooting myself, because I didn't have to wait for nobody.
Yeah, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
100% feel you on that shit.
I didn't have to wait for like, if after this, if I want to make art from fucking 7 to fucking 4, I can. Everybody don't want to be up at 4 o'clock, and that's a lot. I usually shoot from 12 to 4.
Word.
How many people really want to? And on top of that, it's really about me too, because this is my space. It's a safe space. I'm not thinking about nobody. I'm just in the zone. So it's like, for me to even bring you in there, do I even fuck with you? Because I'm not about to invite somebody who I don't really rock with.
Yeah,
this hair project, right? Like I need people for that.
Right.
But most of everybody I shot, I know them. You know what I'm saying? I chopped it up. We talked before. Even if I was to shoot somebody I don't know, they looking at the paper, so we don't even have to engage for that hour. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it just got to a point where I was just like, all right, boom. So I did the Color Negro series, graduated, and I was depressed for like 6 months on some shit. Like, niggas don't tell you after you graduate from college.
Yeah, bro.
you
go
into
a slump, bro. You going into a crazy slump.
I'm like, shit, yo, I just dealt with that 5 years in school. I don't got no job. Nobody want to hire me.
What were you trying to work? Were you trying to do agency
like
shit?
Some film. Like, that's my other thing. It's like film. So just
I'm glad you brought that up, because it was so funny, bro. I was doing some research, and it says that you have an IMDb. And it says the film that you directed is Clapping for the Wrong Reasons.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds familiar, that title.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Childish Gambino. Yeah. I was like, this nigga directed Childish Gambino.
No.
I know. I went to it and I was like looking in the credits. I was like, look, just waiting. And then I saw your Vimeo, the gentrification shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I've seen it, yeah. But originally I was like, what? This nigga directed for Childish, bro, trying to be out here low like that. Nigga.
Kind of
I was like, who I got in this bitch pulling up, bro?
Yo, nah, it just when I saw the title, it just made the most sense because like everyone was like gentrification is doing these good things, but it's like we're all applauding it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? We're celebrating all these things.
I ain't never know gentrification to be something celebrated like that.
Yeah, like it was just that debate. I think between black people are like, yo, they're taking away this shit from us, and they're bringing things, new things are coming in, trash cans, a gym. Like, can you even imagine that? There's no like gym for niggas to go to,
and when a gym does happen, it's gentrification.
Like,
bruh, how you feel about that shit? It's like
I hate it, yo. I
so you don't think the niggas should bring the gym through? Or it's just like, bro, we been on the playground.
Facts,
Why we need that shit,
facts.
bro? We been doing this shit on the playground.
It's such a weird thing. Like it's so complex, and on one hand, I understand that Manhattan is too expensive, right? And people are like, yo, like we needed somewhere to live, but it's like you keep putting it on us to solve the problem. You didn't even fight for your neighborhood. You didn't even fight for your community. You left Soho. You left whatever neighborhood is in Manhattan, and you came over here because it was cheaper. You didn't have to put in no work in. So now it's on us to fight for our community because you didn't want to fight for yours. You know what I'm saying?
Word. I've never heard this perspective.
Because white people ain't fighting. White people being gentrified too. You know what I'm saying? It's a higher economic thing. I know there's a race thing attached to it, but it's basically someone with a higher income moving into your community. That's why they're coming over here.
Yeah.
So they're being gentrified. But they have access to coming here because it's cheaper. And they just can. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to fight. They're not at a point where they're on the wall. We are.
Damn. Yeah.
Because if you can't live here, and like most people in Albany, a lot of people in Albany is from New York.
Yeah. They've had to,
that's such a shitty ass transition.
Bruh. I could imagine.
Like, I know Syracuse is probably the same shit.
Yeah,
like, New York City to a fucking upstate. Like, and it's yo, I can't even imagine growing up in a space like that. Like, inspiration is just very gray, and it's just
Syracuse is so like because you have the school that sits up on this like Mount Olympus.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and then the rest of the town just like looks up at the school. All of this affluence. These people ain't even from here. These rich ass white folks, and we just here, just like that's where everybody goes and works. That's where everyone knows this is the school they'll never be able to go to.
Word.
But they'll cater all the events. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy. The fact that you have a community next to you that probably never had the chance to even go there. So, honestly, for a while, like, I really hated it. Every time I saw a white person, I was just enraged on some shit.
Yeah, I've been there.
Even now, it's like, I see you, and I'm like, this motherfucker. And it's wild because I know white people who are gentrifiers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, shit, if I didn't know you, I'd probably be tired if I saw your ass on the street too. Like, but to see my childhood block, the place I grew up, be filled with white people on the stoop is not a fly image. You know what I'm saying? It's like so many people, like all the kids I used to play with had to move off the block. And when I made that film, most people didn't even know how to pronounce gentrification.
Yeah,
Grown ups.
6 years ago, I saw it. That was in 2014.
My mom didn't know what that word meant. Nobody did.
Head of the curve, bro.
Now everybody, fucking 5-year-olds know what that shit mean. You know what I'm saying? So I hate it. I don't like it. And it's just like if I was to make it and blow up, I don't even want to buy a house in Bedstuy no more.
I feel you.
Cause the community ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? By the time I even reach that, like,
so where you gonna get the crib?
I'm moving out, bro. I'm trying to go to Europe.
I feel you, dog.
Europe or Africa, yo.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah,
cause this ain't it. This.
Yeah, it ain't, bro. It ain't. If it wasn't for stand up comedy, cause honestly, bro, I could take this podcast wherever.
Facts.
You know what I mean, all I need is these 2 mics, this camera, the fucking recorder, dog. I could be out. But I know as far as like my stand up comedy dreams, like I got, New York City is just like,
and that's the same thing. It's like shit. I can't leave until I establish something here that allows me to move on to the next place.
But you have proven to just like be able to do everything. So you could,
but see, Pete, right? Like I got a 4 foot long printer.
Word.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's some things where it's like if I leave, it's gonna be hard really to move all these things.
Yeah.
Like some of these things have to
Logistically,
go.
yeah. Logistically, this will be just hard.
So it's like for me, I need to like make the most of all these things. And I think right now the main thing keeping me here is like, and that's like now a part of like my passion and mission is showing black art in the black community, right? So the only time you really see art be like displayed on walls and like in black communities is when it's becoming gentrified. So Williamsburg,
like
Bushwick.
Murals and shit, like
Yeah.
real
all
like
these artists, your white artists,
like murals.
let's paint this shit.
Let's
That
paint
don't
Basquiat on the side of this.
that don't got nothing to do with the community that people probably don't really fuck with. Let's just do our own thing and get our clout and boom, now this whole shit is white.
Word.
So and then I've been really upset about the lack of presence of top tier black artists, right? Like New York City is one of the top places for art.
Yeah, agreed.
And if you think about Bedstuy, how many like top tier artists have you seen put up work around here?
Shit, I just be seeing your shit. I just be seeing your shit up.
Right? So, and there'll be people, like I know people in the art world too, like kind of blown up. They wheat pasted something, but they pop off and they dip. So they never put up nothing else again. Like this is my home. So even if I leave, I'm always going to come back and wheat paste some shit so niggas could see. But it's like, shit, like, I don't want to this is such a great way to get your work out because I don't have to answer to no one. I think another thing, I think niggas need to abolish galleries. Just that whole art, because I just been thinking art is not sustainable. Like, if I was to quit my job, I would be dead.
Yeah, the dream that we can... I mean, because there are people who make it off their art and people who live off their art.
But in the art world, that takes such a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be like 40 or some shit. And we talking about black people at that.
Yeah. But but one could argue like that's like the sacrifice of art. It's just like
nah. I think we playing their game, right? Because we make art. Like, it's like, imagine a Colombian drug dealer working for the nigga on the street corner.
Right.
I make the product. Why am I working for the pusher?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like motherfuckers is pimping me right now. I just put mad work in, and you get to tell me how much my shit is worth?
That's real.
And you get to change the price because you feel like it's not.
Yeah, bro. So that's why it's time to flip the whole shit.
Like, and then boom, even then, the Met, the MoMA, the Whitney, that might be like the end goal. But I found out motherfuckers get there to that point, and a lot of people be broke.
Yeah, dog.
So I'm like, I don't want to attain, like, I don't have a lot of accolades. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that because I'm good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists out there with a lot of accolades who's struggling right now.
Who's hurt. And having to beg for money from the people who've given them accolades.
That's not the wave I'm trying to be on.
Yeah,
I think they made the game where it's like, yo, you gotta go to school for this shit, spend mad bread, get into debt, then graduate, work a bunch of shitty ass jobs to put money into your art, then let me buy that shit for cheap, right? And you keep doing that shit for 10 years. Now you blow up. Now you have a sustainable income, but now niggas is selling your shit for $1 million,
yeah,
$500,000.
That shit, dog.
That's not the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then museums don't buy black art. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's not it's all old motherfuckers. So I'm like, there gotta be a different way, a more sustainable way. And if you look at like music rappers like Griselda. You know Griselda?
No.
Dang.
What's up with
Griselda? You know Freddie Gibbs?
Yeah, OD. I fuck with Gangsta Gibbs. OD.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that independent route. Yeah.
And he gets to stand on, he could say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, bro. But that's why.
Because he's sustained. He don't got to worry about no industry canceling him.
Yeah.
Because they already did.
Yeah. But I think a lot of that comes down to how content are you with just your audience. And I think if people start to understand, like, if you cater to your audience, if you speak to your audience, that is who will sustain you forever.
But right, as an artist, 9 times out of 10, maybe 70%, your audience is white. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people who go into art galleries buying the work.
That's the ones who financially are supporting. Yes.
So and you'll confuse that with, yo, this is your audience.
Yeah.
So you'll go to a lot of shows and be like black art, and you be all the way in the back. It's none but white people in the front. You like, wait, this shit is about me. Why?
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's artists black artists need to be getting to come up with innovative ways of engaging the community as artists, right? Wheat paste is one of those things. But let's say you do abstract art. A lot of niggas don't fuck with abstract art or contemporary art. But it's your role as that artist to make them understand. You know what I'm saying? So how do you begin to teach your community how to appreciate those things? Jazz music, right? If you a jazz musician, niggas don't really fuck with jazz in the hood no more. And black people don't really fuck with jazz.
Right.
You know, like, we'll listen to it, like, if it's somebody else is playing it, but no one like, damn, yo, that fucking Dave Burback 5, that shit was hard. Like,
right.
As a jazz musician, it is your job to begin to work with the community so that next generation has appreciation for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's dog. I fuck with that. Yeah, I feel that.
Like niggas need a palate. It's not something like blue cheese and all that. Like,
yeah.
You have to
you
develop your palate.
Yeah,
you gotta
expose your community to the shit that you own.
And if we want to be able to support ourselves with the people that look like us, we need to begin to change the way niggas see art. So we could stay in our community. I don't gotta go to fucking Chelsea Piers to show my shit.
Yeah,
I could be in Bedstuy.
Shut up, Simon.
Like, I could wheat paste a 8-foot print and nobody could tell me nothing. I don't have to ask nobody.
Right.
And then when people see their face 8 feet tall down the block from them, it's a good feeling inside. Like,
you gonna uplift the hood with that shit.
Those are our billboards. These walls are our billboards. Fuck Times Square. Tell me the last ad you remember in Times Square. You can't name it.
I can't even remember, but I remember like all the little like the graphics on the green boards on the scaffolds and shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's some, and then boom, you don't have to put no suit on to come see it. You could be in your fucking drawers and come check that art. There's no judgment. There's no bougie shit. You come as you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it kind of then becomes a piece of the environment, like a piece of your surroundings and shit. It be like every day you walk past this hoe, you seeing this.
Like, oh shit, yo, dang, this that KKK baby again. I wonder what this is really about. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then that allows me to really challenge the community, because a lot of niggas be ripping my shit down. One thing I realized, sometimes the owner don't even rip my shit down.
It be niggas.
It be random ass people. Because I noticed, like, it'll be other posters up that kind of, like, somebody had defund the police, and I had a cop smoking a blunt, and someone ripped my piece down.
Right.
And the G baby, but they left to fund the piece. So it was just like, this black woman hit me up one morning, right? And was like, yo, she sent me like 7 voice notes. Yo, somebody tore your stuff down. Like, basically all these white people on the block, they didn't understand that there was a black person making it. They thought you was white, and they tore your stuff down. Right? So I'm like, I'm kind of tight. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So then she's like, then she starts critiquing me. So whenever I do like a series of photos, I always put an artist statement. Right? If it's just one photo, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So she's like critiquing me about my artist statement. She's like, yo, you need to fix this. This is wrong. This is bad. This is in a gallery space. Like, we're in the black community. You shouldn't be putting these things, and your second paragraph is immature, and you need to really like insinuate that you're black and really just like put that in the beginning. So now I just said, thank you. Cool. I appreciate it. You know, as an artist, you just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. These people
you talking on some bug shit right now. I don't know what you talking about. I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Then she proceeds to start sending me essays about like why I should change it. And my middle paragraph
that she wrote?
Yeah. My middle paragraph in my artist statement, it shows that there's humor in the work, right? So I did this piece where it's a white woman and she's giving a blowjob to a gorilla, right? With this big ass black dildo.
The blow doll.
Word.
Yeah, I seen that one. And
when I opened up the box and there was a dildo in it, when you hold the dildo, because it's just so flabby, you want to slap somebody with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a feeling that just over. You just like, damn, I just want to.
It's just irresistible.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll put that into the work because sometimes people think I be crying and like angry and just yelling and screaming when I make because it's so powerful and there's so many things going on.
Yeah.
Like people like, dang kid, I know this must be hard for you, man. Like you put that KKK hood on, you must be tears dropping down.
Traumatized from that shit.
I be dancing I be bumping music in the KKK hood. You know what I'm saying? Like. So it's important for people to see like some of the G Baby series, like that is humor in that. Like, little baby with black and mall in his mouth, like throwing money hunches in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's serious, but there's still humor in it. And then all that came from, cause I kind of became numb for a minute after all them killings. Right? You just kind of like, niggas die every day. This shit ain't changing. And then a white guy I used to be friends with named Jacob, who I went to school with in college. Footage was released on Wall Star, body cam footage of him, like, brutally beating these black kids, right? Like, banged on their door, was like, oh, is there noise complaint? Open the door, bust the door open. One of his coworkers beating the kid on the floor. Now they bring them all outside, and one of them end up hitting another kid on the head with a baton. You see the blood leaking out his head, right? Then the neighbors are like, yo, y'all wilding. Now they arresting the pedestrians around them. Oh. So that shit just like unlocked all that pain, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just like you build up this tolerance to like.
And you like notice fool.
To live, you know what I'm saying? And enjoy the world and shit and not to always think about being black and your place in this fucking society that white people made. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just unlocked that. So that was what the project was for, to kind of like unleash all this information and frustration. Like, I really get upset about gentrification, but I had nowhere. Like, where do we release this pain?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't box, so it's not like I could get this shit out on a punching bag.
And the internet, and a lot of people just kind of get this shit out on the internet, but like,
even
that's just you know what I'm saying? That's keyboard. That's just
still there. Like, you're not really dealing with that. So the art, that's what the art was for me. Like, it just allowed me to unload all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first paragraph is about me unloading my pain as a black man in America. You know what I'm saying? All this saying, yo, reading, that shit is a lot, bro.
Bruh.
Medical apartheid, all them books. Like,
I say everybody just need to read more fucking books, dog. I tell everybody that, bro. Like, the internet is cool, and there's a ton of information there. Books, bro, that's where the real keys is at.
Also, people have to realize, like, people make beautiful tweets where they like compact things, complex things into a fucking 2-3 sentences. But it's like there's so much within that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And no one remembers tweets that they love. I don't remember a tweet that I love. Yeah, no one can be like, yeah, I remember I retweeted that tweet from last. You know what I'm saying? We always forget. So it's like there's people who have dedicated their lives to studying these complex issues and breaking it down for normal people to read.
And they have provided you this information. The whole idea.
For like $15.
Yeah. Duh, and what I fuck with about books is like you can't go back and update a book. You know what I'm saying? You can come out with a whole new book.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta for you to edit what you said before, you gotta put in the work to do a whole nother piece of work.
Yes.
You can't just go back and be like, this article was updated.
That's a fact.
Because we got more information.
It's like, oh shit, on page 23, I fucked. It's like, nah, that shit got
that shit, bro. And so like, you had to be so sure of your information for you to write a book about it.
And they bibliographies is fucking a chapter.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and that just goes to show you just how much of other information went into writing this book
that they had to read. You know what I'm saying? And then digest it.
Yes.
And come up with a whole new
a whole new perspective on what they've already received.
And then write it in a way that's appealing to normal motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. Because right now on the internet, it's just a regurgitation of information.
And I think when the protests started happening, I was like annoyed by that, right? Because it was like you keep retweeting shit. You're not even capable of vocalizing your emotions or thoughts.
Your emotions, bro. That's huge, bro. People feel as though they're able to tweet and articulate their frustrations through the digital medium. But it's just like we're just using the same buzzwords. Like there is a endless list of emotions.
Facts.
And we know just love, hate, jealousy, happiness, joy, fucking greed. Like, we just know very basic emotions.
Yeah.
And our quickness to want to articulate our emotions has made us just lazy in the way that we do articulate them.
That's what the blacks, when I see the black square, that's what I see. I see people who are inadequate about speaking about their thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a cop out. Oh shit, I don't have to actually type nothing up and actually like.
Yeah,
say
and
what
that's
I
what
hate.
the reposting is. It's a cop out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let me repost this graphic. Like, yeah, the graphic is informational. It's cool, but like it doesn't say anything different than this other graphic.
Facts. Or the one that you posted last week, or the month before that, or the month before that. You know, like, and I think also on top of that, there's so much shit we don't know about history.
Yeah.
Right. And for the black community, I'm not for a lot of people not to read those books, right? You're like stopping people from researching these things and uncovering like archives to tell us about our past and history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
bro. You're doing
you supporting those people, like love, like that, like someone could literally write a whole book on like relationships between the black man and the black woman and how that evolved over these past centuries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we still out here thinking like black men and black women just ain't getting along. Like, we have all the answers are out here.
like there's so much research that could be done. There's still people alive, people to talk to. If you're not supporting that, like, it's so beautiful. It's a black writer, I forget what it's like, anti-racist. Like, he wrote like 3 books about like being like anti-racist and racism, and all 3 of them got on New York Times bestseller at the same time. Like,
That's cold.
Like during this whole like movement, like, because white guilt was on a high.
Yeah.
Like, so many black writers were getting bread. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
people are like, shit, I need to read. Da-da-da-da. And it's like, all right, this is dope. Because now publishers could see, yo, this is profitable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, wait, there's like a fucking closet of pictures that black people had about shit they wanted to write. Let's go look in there.
Yeah,
you know
let's
what
see
I
what's
mean?
up now. Yeah.
Because then you read this shit and you like, oh shit, what? They did this in 1932? That's
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, bro. You just uncovering so much more just information.
Then the world we live in today begins to make more sense.
Yeah.
Of why things are like the way.
Bruh.
You know what I mean?
All of the answers are out here. The
Isn't-
fact that all these books exist and the internet exists and niggas still can't figure it out, we got to start looking at, it's our fault. Like, that's
Yeah.
our fault, bro. We got to start to just look at ourselves and be like, are we as smart? Are we as capable of this world that we want to create?
Yeah.
Can we create that?
Think about the whole slogan, protect black women, right? Like, yo, we got to protect our women. But it's like, yo, women have already created the solution to how to stop all this shit.
Yeah.
Right? Niggas don't have to make no ideas. It's like, shit, niggas, let's get together
Bruh,
and
yeah,
bring stuff.
all we gotta do
It's
is
like,
listen.
They written mad books about this. And on top of that, it's like in order to stop a bad guy with a gun, you need a good guy with a gun. In order to stop a bad man, you need another man. You know, like, we're the problem.
Yeah, exactly. We are the problem.
The answer's there. You know what I'm saying?
All
It's
the-
just
yeah.
niggas not reading it. Also, niggas just don't want to do it. I feel
Yeah.
like the one thing that really separates us from like the 60s and today, even though police brutality is like on a high rate now, it was nothing compared to the 60s. Like,
Yeah.
racism, it was in your face every day.
It was like, nigga, you can't come in here because you black.
You can't even look at me when you on the street.
Yeah.
Move out the way.
Yeah.
Like, every corner of your life, you couldn't escape it. Like, we could escape easily. We have so many ways to escape from this shit. They couldn't. You know what I'm saying? That shit was in your face.
Yeah, that shit was like inescapable.
Even if you avoided the shit, they could come to your house and just put it in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was no
There's no
escape from
escaping
that.
it,
You know what I
man.
mean? Like, today, come here. I didn't witness no cops talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't for the past week, months. Nothing. I had no bad interaction with no cops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like something happens and you get mad, but it disappears because it's not consistent.
Yeah.
If a cop fuck you up every day, nigga, you gonna really hate the cops.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If a bully hits you, you gonna really hate that.
Yeah,
nigga.
you gonna be ready to fuck this nigga up.
You have to, and like, we have the internet. We
have so many ways to escape from that shit.
a plethora of things.
We can easily escape from that shit. So that's why the problem just doesn't seem as dire. But
Cause it's like, oh shit, I'm about to just go on my phone.
right, bro, I could just go to the crib.
Dang.
Shut up, Simon.
We gonna get past that shit though, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, dog.
Facts, man. Much love.
Hell yeah, you gonna
You know
pull
what I'm
back
saying?
up,
Facts.
bro.
We can chop
We
it
gonna
up.
we gonna get some collaborative work going on.
When I finish another project, you know what I'm saying? Slide through.
Hell
We
yeah,
got
bro.
some fire shit coming soon, yo.
I'm hyped to see that shit,
Got
bro.
some fire shit.
Let these folks know they can find you on the grammars.
Yeah, so all right, yo. My Instagram is Khidr Joseph.
Word.
Yeah.
Y'all know how this go every time, bro. I love y'all. Shut up, Simon. We out this bitch.
Peace.
Shut up, Simon.